We just filmed this video on sugar, and Andy brought up a really good point about some people might say that I'm anti-science, and I promise you, I am absolutely not anti-science. Science at its purest is the pursuit of truth, and that is just music to my ears. What I am against and resistant to is science that is basically used to manipulate people to buy stuff or just to manipulate people as opposed to really using it in its purest form. The other thing to understand is there is really good, well done science, and there's kind of crappy bad science. And unfortunately, a lot of what gets out into the modern media is the crappy bad science that's used to manipulate people to buy certain things. So I want you to know, absolutely love science. One of my dear partners from my past said to me, he said, Sherry, you, and he was a scientist at the Brain Institute. He said, Sherry, you are a scientist. Your laboratory is your body, it's your kitchen, it's your observation, your outlook on life. It's just not in a white stainless steel kind of office building kind of science. Laboratory. So I want you to know that I absolutely love science, but I love really good science. And some of the science that I've been exposed to in my professional career, with positions like at the, reading clinical journals, Asia Pacific clinical journals of nutrition, things like that, is not all of the stuff that's considered credible is really genuinely credible when you start to go layers down and understand the funding of the research and the bias of the researchers. So what I love to do is to hold science against nature, because I really feel that nature, particularly when it comes to nutrition, nature, our body's knowing and intuition, coupled with great information and our gut instinct and our kinesthetic abilities, when we combine and make these decisions as a whole person, an integrated person, it holds up science in a different light. And that what I've seen so many times, which I think is crazy, is people will have something, a substance or a food or a supplement, and they know it's actually harming their body. They're actually saying, I have huge resistance around it, doesn't feel good in my body, only to find out later that something was actually wrong with it, or it just wasn't good for their body. But they overrode their kinesthetic, their communication from their body, because they were told that it was good for them, it was healthy. Okay, all of that said, just so you know, I love science. I just love really good science, and science that is as pure as possible and motivated truly out of the pursuit of truth, and cheesy, corny, but for the love of mankind.